Mine's in.
Now they're on.
Short delay.
Yep.
We're good. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Time is not 3:25, it is 6:30. If I could have everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And Amy, would you mind leading us? Sure. Thank you, Amy. Okay, moving on to this evening's agenda. Can I get a motion to adopt tonight's agenda?
Madam President,
Amy,
I move that tonight's agenda be adopted as printed and placed on file.
thank you. Is there support?
Support.
Thanks, Gina. Any discussion? All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to the consent agenda. Is there any board member who would like a consent agenda item to be removed and acted on separately?
Madam President,
Gina?
I move that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda items as presented.
Thank you. Is there support?
Support.
Thanks, Dee. Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion carries. Thank you. We have reached our first public commentary, and it's for agenda items only. Is there any public commentary? Nope. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move on to board correspondence. I think Griffin is excused tonight. Are there any other board correspondence that you're aware of, Dr. Schultz?
There are no correspondence that I received, so I don't think so.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we'll move on to our Board of Education reports. Bedford Township Government, Amy?
Nothing new to report.
Thanks, Amy. Griffin is excused for the Township Park Board. Megan is excused for the school board, or Michigan Association of School Board. Policy Committee, I'm not aware.
We do have one spring update, and I'm waiting for the new fall update from Neola, so we should be receiving that update shortly. I don't think it's very robust, so I'm expecting that we could probably knock it out in one committee meeting and probably bring it to the board sometime probably early September, mid-September.
Okay, thank you. And the Monroe County Association of Board of Education, Amy Drehorst.
Nothing to report at this time.
Thanks, Amy. Okay, we'll move on to our items from the superintendent, and it looks like we have just one. Dr. Schultz?
Yes, I have one item this evening, and that is nomination for the 2024-25 Delegate Assembly through the Michigan Association of School Boards. This is typically a board would nominate one of its members, preferably somebody that will be attending this year's conference that will be taking place in Lansing. I do know that Amy Drehorst is attending, and as we did last year, we nominated Amy as our delegate. I am recommending that we do so this year as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Move on, can I get a motion to nominate Amy Drehorst for the MASB 2024-2025 Delegate Assembly?
Madam President,
Gina?
I move that the Board of Education nominate Amy Drehorst for the 2024-2025 MASB Delegate Assembly as recommended.
Thank you. Is there support?
Support.
Thanks, Dee. Okay, any discussion? I just say thank you. Appreciate it. Yep.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, no other discussion. This is a roll call vote. Amy Bissell?
Yes.
Amy Drehorst?
Yes.
Dee?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Gina?
Yes.
Griffin's excused. The chair votes yes and the motion carries. Thank you. Our financial item for today, is that coming from you, Christine? Or? Okay.
I have one item this evening, and that is the 2024 tax rate request. Each year, districts are required to review their obligations and then approve the townships within our district to collect taxes on behalf of the district. This year's non-homestead operating rate will remain the same as last year at 18 mils. As far as our 2018 bond debt, we contract with a third party, PFM Financial Advisors, to review our obligations and our current holdings. And this year, after reviewing property tax values which have increased, they are recommending that we actually reduce our debt rate to 1.8 mils this year. And as we've done in the past, we are requesting that 100% of these assessments be levied with the winter taxes.
Okay, thank you. Can I get a motion for the consideration to approve the tax rate request for 2024?
Madam President,
Gina?
I move that the Board of Education approve the tax rate request for 2024 as recommended.
Thank you. Is there support?
Support.
Ooh, a whole lot of people. I'm going to go with Amy Bissell. Any discussion on this one? Okay, seeing none, this is a roll call vote. Amy Bissell?
Yes.
Amy Drehorst?
Yes.
Dee?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Gina?
Yes.
Griffin is excused. The chair votes yes and the motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to our instructional items and Dr. French.
Thank you. We just have one additional handbook change for your consideration. It grew out of the transportation team wanting to clarify and tighten up a couple of things related to discipline on the bus and make sure that that is communicated out through our handbook.
Okay, thank you. Can I get a motion for the consideration to approve the proposed handbook changes and revisions for 2024-2025, Volume 2?
Madam President,
Gina?
I move that the Board of Education approve the proposed 2024-2025 handbook changes and revisions for Volume 2 as recommended.
Thank you. Is there support?
Support.
Thanks, Amy Bissell. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, there is a roll call vote. Amy Bissell?
Yes.
Amy Drehorst?
Yes.
Dee?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Gina?
Yes.
Griffin is excused. The chair votes yes. The chair votes yes and the motion carries. Thank you. Personnel items, are you doing those, Dr. Schultz?
Yes, I will be presenting for Alex this evening. And we have two items. One is for consideration to accept a BEA resignation for Erica Szymanski, sixth grade instructor at the junior high school. And I will do the second item as well. And the second is to consider a new BEA hire, and that is to have a sixth grade teacher to replace Erica. Her name is Lauren Millington, and we'd like to recommend that she join our team.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I get a motion for the first item for the consideration to accept the BEA resignation?
Madam President,
Amy?
I move that the Board of Education accept the BEA resignation of Erica Szymanski, sixth grade instructor at the junior high, as recommended.
Thank you. Is there support?
Support.
Thanks, Gina. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion carries. Thank you. And can I get a motion for the consideration to accept the BEA new hire?
Madam President,
Amy?
I move that the Board of Education accept the BEA new hire of Lauren Millington, sixth grade instructor at the junior high, as recommended.
Thank you. Is there support?
Support.
Thanks, Gina. Any discussion? Okay. Seeing none, all those in favor, aye.
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 Opposed? And the motion carries. Thank you. Oh, okay.
I apologize, Lauren. I'd love to have you come up and introduce yourself and meet our board. So you only have to do 5 minutes at max speech. I mean, thank you for being here in the middle of the summer. But yes, we'd love to introduce ourselves. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Lauren. Nice to meet you.
I'm Mark.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Megan. Welcome. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, Lauren. Welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Lisa McCagg, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Hi,
for
Amy. Nice
hello.
to meet you. Welcome.
Amy.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Perfect.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Dean.
Welcome aboard. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Congratulations, Lauren.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to, but you're welcome if you want.
I'm good.
You're good.
Save your voice for the sixth graders.
Yes.
You'll need it, I assure you.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Good. This is a good meeting to get introduced because it's a fast one. So we have reached our second public commentary. Is there anyone else here for public commentary? Nope. Seeing none, we'll move on to our announcements for the executive cabinet, and we'll start with Chrissy.
We are starting our audit prep work, so that is underway. We've provided the auditors with some preliminary requests, and as information becomes available, we upload it to them. It doesn't start until September, but we try to give more information ahead of time, so then we don't cram everything in all at once. So, just preparing for audits.
Awesome, thank you. Moving on to Dr. French.
Thank you. Just a couple things. This is the time of the summer when we're transitioning. We're starting to plan for welcoming everyone back next month, so getting that rolling. And as we have the last several years, we're taking a nice trip to the PLC Institute. It's back in Grand Rapids this year, and about 25 of our administrators and educators. So we're excited to re-engage with that work as well. And I'm very pleased to announce our district reading specialists applied and were accepted their proposal to present at the annual MTSS conference in Lansing in November. It grew out of their work that I've shared with you on the ELA project and the change in the data actually that they're seeing already as a result of that implementation. So just telling that story and presenting some of the data that they've observed and can help other districts. So excited to be there with them in November and see that presentation. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Tom.
Yes, just busy summer. Even though we don't have any big projects going on, we've got a bunch of little projects going on. I think the biggest project we got going on right now is the stage in the auditorium. It's about 75% complete. Looks really good, even though it hasn't even been finished yet, but Chris Ray is doing a beautiful job and his helpers are also doing a great job. That's all I have.
All right, I think that's a pretty big project, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not football stadium big, but you know, that's a big one. All right, Dr. Schultz.
Yes, as Tom and Chrissy said, we're enjoying the summer break, but also gearing up for another successful year. As of right now, I believe we are fully staffed, and so with Lauren, welcome aboard. We are moving into the fall with full staff of administrators and teachers. We are always looking for assistance in transportation and the para-educator field. If anyone's interested, they can find an online app through our district website under Human Resources. And then now that the governor has signed the budget this week, we are going to continue advocating for additional funds, especially for safety and security and the 31AA. I do believe there's a chance, probably a decent chance, that we will get some extra funds. There's been some heads rolling in Lansing after the fallout from the final budget that came out. I don't think that all of our representatives clearly understood what they were voting for at 4 or 5 in the morning. So I think there's going to be a slight change coming up that I think will be a benefit for the district. And as we move forward, we'll start communicating with families as we gear up for the welcome back. And we are still enrolling students. For anyone out there who have yet to come in and register either at the building level or here at Central Administration, while we did budget for a loss of 100 students, we are starting to creep under that number now. So I'm happy that I believe we were about 85 students down from last year, and we're meeting with more families each day. So I'm feeling very positive about the direction and looking forward to the start of the school year.
Awesome, thank you so much. And we'll start with Amy Drehorst for board comments.
Oh, I never get to go first.
I know.
Well, I hope everybody's having a really good summer. For me, it feels like we're certainly on the way down because marching band camp has started, and I know the football team is practicing too. They're sharing the field over at the stadium this week. So if your windows are open on these beautiful days and you don't live too far away, you might hear the drum line as they're practicing. So that's an exciting time. They're putting together a great show. So that's all I have. Enjoy the rest of the summer.
Thanks, Amy. Amy Bissell?
Not much to report. PTO's getting up and running at the junior high. They're pretty excited for the families to come in and welcome everybody back. Just so you know, there will be food trucks at open house. Other than that, I did get to hear the drums the other morning when I was drinking my coffee. It is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. I hope everybody enjoys what little bit of summer is left, and we'll see y'all back.
Thank you. Gina?
I just wanted to remind all of our parents that open house information, supply lists, all of that can be found on the website. I see a lot of questions on Facebook about that, so all that can be found on our website, and that's pretty up to date. The only other thing I have is Dr. French, I would love, maybe not the full presentation from the reading specialist, but if they could come give us a snippet, we would love that. I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would, I'm sure they would love to do that and tell you what they've been finding,
I mean,
so.
we can let them like get started with the beginning of the year, and it can be after their presentation in November, but I would love to hear.
Sure,
I would
yeah.
love to hear from them. All
We'll
right, thank
plan on
you.
that, thank you.
B? Thanks, Gina.
Not much, just enjoying the summer. Pretty soon I can't wait for the kids to come back though. I miss our student representative. Having a great summer. Can't wait for football and everything else. Thank you.
Thanks, Dee. Megan?
When you're not involved in the district, you don't get to see all the things that happen over the summer. But it really is incredible to watch what's happening in the district and with our teachers and our administrators and our, the things that your staff, Tom, is doing to improve the facilities for the students. So I just love seeing all that work over the summer and excited to start back in the fall.
Awesome. Thanks, Megan. I just want to remind the board that our next board meeting will be August 29th, that we do not have one at the beginning of this month. It'll be on the 29th. We'll see everyone back here for a board meeting. And then the other thing that, again, I would echo, Megan, your comments and just kind of walking through the district and seeing all of the changes in Tom, the work that specifically the summer crews focus on, because they're not just doing building stuff every single day after the students leave. It looks great. The grounds look great. And same thing, I'll say the same thing with Alex, right? Having all our staff hires done already. I mean, obviously there's a couple here and there, but what a huge difference in the time that staff get to develop their room and put things out and stuff. So I think you're like one of our last hires, hopefully. So again, the Alex, and I'll point back to, and again, Dr. French, you with taking our teachers to PLT and some other neat things through the summer, the commitment from this administration and supported by the board. You'll continue to hear me echo this every single board meeting as I want to point out the accomplishments of the district as supported by the board. I think this year is about celebrating those accomplishments. We've had a long grind for the last couple of years in getting the district, not that the last 2 years haven't been fantastic, but I really want to just again praise the board, praise the administration, praise the district for the work that they're doing. So, all right, with that being said, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Madam President, may we adjourn?
Can I have support?
Support.
Thank you, thank you. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and the motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.